is done, and each star returns one by one. If you've ever felt the quilted night cover all the roads you've walked in the light, and when all there was is tucked away off to the land of yesterday. Shelter, oh shelter, as night settles in, lay us down beside tranquil shores, so we can dream of the winds that'll bring us home again, for now and evermore. If you've ever gone too long around with thoughts like a train that won't slow down, and laid in the wake of moments past, only to drift asleep at last. Shelter, oh shelter, as night settles in, lay us down beside tranquil shores, so we can dream of the wings that'll bring us home again, for now and evermore. Hashkivenu, lay us down beside tranquil shores. Hashkivenu, bring us home for now and evermore. Hashkivenu, Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom. Hamidenu, by one. If you've ever felt the quilted night cover all the roads you've walked in the light, and when all there was is tucked away off to the land of yesterday. Shelter, oh shelter, as night settles in, lay us down beside tranquil shores, so we can dream of the wings that'll bring us home again, for now and evermore.
Erev Tov, everyone. Welcome to our Zoom Siyyum for this Wednesday evening. Hope you're all doing well. Nice to see those of you who are with us on Zoom and those of you who are with us on Facebook. We'll say hi to in a moment. And just want to remind folks that you are welcome to join us on Zoom. We'd love to see you and interact with you. If you need any information about what those links are, check the not the Kehila, but check the weekly emails, or we can make sure you have the links. But there are some people here with us on Zoom, and one of those is Rabbi Jonathan Kupitz. Shalom, Rabbi. I got you muted at the moment.
Erev Tov, everyone. I hope you are doing well on this Wednesday evening. It's great to have you with us. Hi to Yvonne and Simon and Sharon and the Foxes. Hi to Ellen and Donna, and hi to Aaliyah and baby Allison. It's nice that you are with us, and to Donna and to Donna, two Donnas who are with us, and to Lisa, wishing you healing blessings, Lisa, and to another Lisa as well, and to another Ellen as well, and to Debbie. So we got a lot of duplicate names today of different people, but it's good to have all of you with us. And we're going to start with a little music to get us warmed.
You can call me Paul, if that would be helpful. Heveinu shalom alechem, alechem heveinu shalom, heveinu shalom alechem, alechem heveinu shalom, hine ma tov u'manayim, שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Oh baby, הבאנו שלום עליכם, עליכם הבאנו שלום, Heveinu shalom alechem, alechem heveinu, alechem heveinu, alechem heveinu shalom. Shalom alechem.
Okay, yes, welcome everybody. A story. In the middle of the Garden of Eden, there was a big tree that had a big sign on it with big letters that said, "Don't even think of eating the fruit from this tree." Of course, when Adam and Eve ate from the fruit of that tree, God then kicked them out of the garden, which proves that if God puts up a sign, you should read it. Life outside the garden was pretty hard. In the garden, most every tree had fruit, most every day was sunny, most every animal was nice. But outside the garden, lots of trees had bugs, Lots of days were cold. Lots of animals wanted to bite or sting or squash Adam and Eve. Because of all the hard, cold, biting stuff that was outside the garden,
We seem to have a frozen rabbi. Let's see if he unfreezes.
Adam was sure that God only lived outliving your God anymore. But most days, lots of times in the field, plowing and sowing seeds out for animals with sting or bite potential. But whenever Adam wasn't busy, he was really sad. In the garden, Adam would sometimes sit all day talking to God. Adam would talk to God about the sky and the water, about the mountains and the valleys. But the thing that Adam talked about most with God was his feelings. Adam would see a beautiful sunset and or a perfect flower or a fine spider web, a bird with many beautiful colored feathers or a little fish in the pond. And then Adam would smile, this huge smile that seemed to come from his toes and wrap around his face and make his whole body shine. And Adam would try to explain to God just how he felt seeing such beautiful things around him. Sometimes Adam could not find the right words to explain how he felt. He would just throw up his hands and say, God, do you know how I feel? And God would answer in a still small voice, I know how you feel. Then God would kiss Adam with a breath of wind, and the two of them would go their separate ways until the next day. And now that Adam was outside the garden, he remembered those talks with God. He was afraid that they would never happen again, and he was sad. One day in the fields, Adam saw a sunset that was pretty. It was not quite as red and purple and orange and yellow as the sunsets in the garden, but it was very nice. Adam threw up his hands and hollered into the sky, God, do you know how I feel? But Adam heard nothing. One morning, Adam came upon a spider web, and though it was not as big and fine as some of the spider webs in the garden, it was covered with dewdrops that sparkled in the morning light. Adam cried, God, do you know how I feel? But Adam heard nothing. One day, Adam saw a flock of geese flying somewhere and yelled at the geese, come back here, birds. Tell me where you're going. Tell me about the sky and what it's like to fly and how it is to live in a place with no walls, and I'll tell you how I feel. But the geese didn't stop, and Adam heard nothing but their honking as they flew off into the gray sky. Then one day, Adam came to the edge of a clear blue pond. Near the water's edge, there was a school of little fish swimming around. Adam sat down on a rock. He put his head into his hands and he started to cry. First, it was just a little cry, but soon his whole body was heaving and shaking. His tears were dripping into the pond like rain. Each teardrop scared the little fish as it hit the water, but they swam back when the water became still again. Soon Adam stopped crying. He looked at the fish and said nothing. Just then the sun came out from behind a cloud, warming his face. A breath of wind blew across his cheeks and dried his tears. And all of a sudden, a small, still voice said, I know how you feel. God, is that you? Adam said. Do you live out here? God said, I live everywhere you let me in. I called to you many times, Adam said. Why didn't you answer me? God said, I was always answering you. It's just that outside the garden, you have to listen a little harder to hear me. Things are not as quiet out here. I miss the garden, said Adam. I know how you feel, said God. I'm sorry I had to kick you out. Everything was good there, but maybe it was too good. The garden was a little small and you didn't have to work for anything. Even though things are a little harder outside the garden, you will appreciate what you have. Also, there are no walls out here, and you are needed to make things grow and work. Being in a place that's perfect may not be as good for you as being in a place where you are needed. Outside the garden, your children's children. I'm not really sure which is better, being in the garden or being outside the garden. Then Adam smiled and said to God, I know just how you feel. And God kissed Adam with the breath of wind. So Erev Tov, everybody, and hi to a couple more people who have joined us, to Karen and Phil and Mary. It's good to have you with us. And anybody want to say hello? You're waving. Aurora, what are you stirring?
Peanut butter. I'm making my lunch.
Oh, you're making your lunch. Cool. Do you always help make your lunch for the next day?
What are you making, Aurora?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Serum. Mommy knows I'm gonna have it.
I think Mommy started making passion fruit jam, but it didn't get totally done. So I think you're gonna have to get regular jam fruit more.
But didn't we make it up?
Well, do you want to say anything else to the rabbi?
I don't know what next.
Okay. Bye. Good to see you guys. Hi, Yvonne. What do you want to share?
Yes, I thought your story was very appropriate this evening. There was a beautiful sunset tonight. And of course, talking about wind, when my sister heard about, I told her about the storm and she told a friend. The friend did not say, are they safe? Are they okay? Her first question was, is the etrog tree okay? It got sheared down one side, which was very strange. The leaves, got sheared off, but it did give me these on the
They blew off, huh?
3 pieces of fruit
Yeah.
were on the ground. There were about 3 or 4 left on the tree. I was surprised, but a lot of flowers still left on, which was amazing. And the second tree has about 50 flowers and they all stayed on. A miracle. Simon was very pleased because he knows if I have these now, I can make him etrog cookies. He's very happy.
Good. Excellent.
I hope everybody's safe. Did you get your internet restored, Rabbi?
Yes, yesterday we got our internet back, and on Sunday I got our power back. And I think the last congregants I know of got their power back. Doesn't mean there aren't some I don't know of, but the last ones got it back last night, this morning. Yeah. So, all right. Hi to Rita, also, who joined us, just to say hello. And we're going to move into our Shema and Hashkivenu prayers.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Va'en. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Leshalom, Leshalom. Vehamidenu Shomrenu L'chaim. Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha, Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, O Adonai. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. V'hamidenu shomrenu L'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Amen.
Thanks, folks, for being with us. A few just quick announcements that we are virtual this Friday night at 6:30 and 7:30, and the following week as well. We are hoping the week after that, although no guarantees yet, that the weekend of the 11th, that we'll be back with an option in the sanctuary, but we'll see as we get closer to that date. But this week and this weekend and the next weekend will be virtual. And check your Thursday emails for all sorts of things. I know that there's a class, adult Jewish learning class on King David in both Bible, history, and archaeology, kind of the different King Davids that we experience through these different lenses. So the Bible and those other places. And then, so keep a lookout for that. That's with Tammy Schneider, who's always a wonderful teacher. And that's it for me. Think anything for you, Cantor Paul?
Nothing. No, just that we'll see you on Shabbat, both for our 6:30 and 7:30, and Havdalah on Saturday night. So look for you there. Look for us there. We'll be here.
Let's close with a song.
A little tuning issue there. Oh, say shalom binoma. Yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Ve'imnu. Amen. Yalalalalalala, 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 yalalalalalala. Oh, say shalom binoma. Yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru. Amen. Ve'imru. Amen. Ve'imru. Amen.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.